Good morning, Janice. Thank you so much for having us today.
Thank you very much.
The film is an interesting and incisive reflection of new family models. Where did the idea come from? What is its origin?
In Norway, I have more and more friends who become solo mothers. So I see it's part of the future way of being a family. I also have a friend who found the identity of the sperm donor and contacted him on social media. And they actually ended up dating for a while. So I thought it was an interesting starting point for a film about motherhood in today's society. Yeah.
The starting point is the single mother through sperm donation, like you said. What was the screenwriting process like? Did you do any field work or research about that topic?
Yes, I came in contact with many solo mothers all over Norway to listen to their stories, to understand why they become solo mothers, what is the upsides, what are the difficult parts, what are their doubts, how do people meet them as a solo mother. So I learned so much. What I was very surprised to learn is the big network online where women who are solo mothers find support in each other. And also that some women seek other women they share the donor with so that their kids can grow up like half siblings. Yeah.
Although it deals with new ways of relating and new family models, the film focuses on a single mother, like the title says. Why is she the central figure? It's something that interests you. That is something that you see in everyday life. It's something that you keep on mind when you walk on the street.
Yes, because I see that it's part of the future way of being a family. It's something I also considered to do myself. So I was personally also very curious about this. I realized also that even though it becomes more and more normalized, most people don't really know so much about what it's really like to be alone and what is it like to choose a donor. And this process was something I didn't know anything about. I was very surprised to know how much information you can get about the donor if you go privately, and especially in Denmark. You get the voice recording of the donor. You get to know the whole family historic, what he likes to eat for dinner, what's his favorite movie. So I feel that you easily get a very personal relationship with this secret man. And I was wondering, how do these solo mothers see this donor? And do they have this urge to understand more about him? And in today's society, it's so easy to find somebody. So what is also the responsibility of the sperm banks and the clinics when they give out so much information? These are women that are in very emotional place when they are alone and want to have a child. So is it responsible to give so much information to these women?
The protagonist is Lisa Loven, who brings to life a very complex and layered character. What was like the process of write this character and then find the right actress to bring her to life?
Yes, I met Lisa at several locations, and I wanted a woman who is independent, strong character, but at the same time can have this insecurity in her that she can be both. She's a complete human being. She's not perfect. And Lisa really has this spectre in her acting that I thought was really good. And we really got to know each other well before shooting. And we talked a lot about the character. She also have many friends who are solo mothers. So it was very important for her also to treat it with respect and also complexity, I guess.
The film doesn't question her decisions or judge her. the film observes and raises questions. Did you want the viewer to go through the same process?
Yes, I mean, I think what I want is the viewer also to reflect on their own lives and their own choices. I think all parents can have this insecurity if they are enough for their child. Are we a good parent? What could I do better? Is my child happy? So these are reflections I think can touch much more people than just the solo mothers, I guess.
The film never lose focus on its protagonist, and occasionally flirts with the thriller elements and how. Was that always the objective of the film, to never lose focus and avoid some complex subplots that can shift the viewer's point of view?
Yes, I really wanted to follow her journey, emotional journey as a solo mother. There are so many things to say about this subject, so we really tried really hard to stay focused and stay with her the whole time. And also the thriller element, it's when she passes the moral line. We go a little bit into a shift, and I want to feel this forbidden and morally wrong side, path that she chooses.
Did you have to trim down some characters in the process to maintain the focus?
Yes, unfortunately, we had to kill some darlings, and it's very hard, but it was for the best.
I wanted to ask you, your first film was for television. Now you make the leap to the big screen. How difficult it was to get the project off the ground?
To get the
to get the project off the ground to make it happen.
Yes, we have this really great scheme in Norway called NEO. It's for first or second film directors, and they are really looking for new voices who didn't necessarily go to the film school and have a different stories. And so I was very lucky to be accepted. And with that, it was pretty smooth way, I have to say. We knew from the start that we wanted to keep the budget very low. It's also one of the criteria for this scheme. And we also had to find co-productions in other countries to meet the amounts that we needed.
I wanted to ask you about the co-production. It's a very common scheme in all of Europe. It makes the process more difficult, more complex, or just enrich it?
Both. They're definitely more complicated because you have to work apart, and also the language difficulties. But also we have some really good surprises, like the music was composed in Lithuania. And it brought a very unexpected sound to the compositions that I thought was very interesting. And it brought something unexpected to the film that I thought was really great.
The film has traveled from Locarno to Barcelona. How has been the journey like for you, and to share the film with the viewers?
It's been an amazing journey, and I've been met with so much curiosity on the topic. I understand that it's a topic we need to talk about more, because a lot of people don't know so much about it, especially in countries where it's illegal. So I think it's nice to talk about subjects that the governments in those countries don't want to talk about, and that's where film is great. No, it's been really rich, and also people coming up to me telling their own life stories after the screening. So it's been really good.
Yeah, I imagine you don't want to say goodbye to the movie yet, but I hope that you also have been looking for the future. I wanted to ask you one last question: that what stories do you want to tell in the future? What do you aspire?
For future projects?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm working on a French project right now because I live in France. And it's talking about violence against women. So it's still a female subject. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Janice.
Thank
Enjoy
you so much.
your time in Barcelona and enjoy the projection with the public.
Thank you so much.